One word this week that has resonated in my mind, and that word is consistency. And it's probably been on the forefront because I have been doing so much lately and just adding this new business and this brand new thing that God has placed in my life. I find it more challenging to be consistent. You know, the normal things that I do every day, yes, I've got those things down to a routine. But you start adding something new, you start stepping out and stretching a little bit, it gets a little challenging. And I tell you, it's not easy. But easy or not, I find that consistency is absolutely necessary in order to affect change. You know, if you want to reach your goals, if you want to see your dreams come true, you've got to take action steps and put behind those dreams. And you've got to do something. You can't just sit by and wait for something to happen. You've got to be consistent. Every week, you've got to pick a time or a day or a few minutes, whatever it is. Every week, you've got to consistently do something to bring about those desires that God's placed in your heart. Now, when I started working on seeds, it's been some time ago, but every week, I'm telling you, whether I was exhausted, whether I had worked 12 hours that day, I would come home and no matter what, I set a schedule and I stuck with it. Okay, I might have veered off a day or two, but I would go right back to doing what I had scheduled myself to do, and it's actually been very good for me. And you know, I'm a very passionate person, if you know me. I get very excited about life, but what I've realized is passion, it's not enough to bring about the things that God puts in your heart. You've got to put action steps behind them. And again, you've got to be consistent. So are you struggling with consistency in your life? It could be anything. For me, a small struggle that I battle with is drinking more water. That seems very simple, but I just never have drank a lot of liquid. I've never drank very much growing up. And so now I have to force myself to drink something. And water is so important for you. My daughter, she is an esthetician, and she reminded me today, I went in to get a facial, and she reminded me that the skin is your biggest organ, and that water is so vital. And when you don't drink water, or if you drink very little water, then your skin very rarely gets any of that, you know, and your body's probably not getting enough as it is. So I have to make myself do that because I want my body to function at its best. So I've got to do some things to make that happen. And it may mean I need to go out and buy all the coolest Tervis tumblers there are, have something very visual that will excite me and cause me to want to drink more water. Whatever it takes, I'm ready to do it. And that's what I want to challenge you with this week. Take a look at your life. Is there any area that you're lacking consistency? What do you need to work on? Are there some things that you really, really want to do? Some goals that you want to reach, but you just are not doing every week what you need to do to make it happen? Take some baby steps, okay? Do something for me this week. Pick something, one thing, and do something. And again, over time, consistency over time produces something. You watch, you'll see a difference. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, or what's left of it, and I hope you have a great week next week. See you next week.